Alright, so we're here at Hot Shots Shooting Range, and this is where we're going to be doing the ballistics gel. I got it all set up now, and this is where we're going to put the gel block at. Got my camera there to do slow motion. So this is the range that I'm going to be using. Thank you to Adam over at Hot Shots that's allowing me to use his shooting range for this test. So we're going to be setting it up about at 10 yards, and we're going to shoot it with a 9 and work our way up from there. Actually, we're going to start from a 22 and then work our way up from a 22. Shooting it with some 22. All right, so we shot it with a 22 and went down what? Let's see. What was that, 16 and a half? 16 and a half inches. So as you can see, it can stop a 22. So we're gonna shoot it with a 9 next. So we'll see what a 9mm does to it. Hey, I got, so now you can see 2 shots from the 22. 380 and 9mm are just going right through it. But at this consistency, it stops 22s relatively easy. Let's go ahead and shoot it with more 22, see what it does. Upwards? Oh fuck. No, let me, you want me to look first? Just make sure. I thought I saw it bounce off the road.
I'm trying to get it as close to the fucking 22.
Hey, you shot it right here.
Yeah, I'm not used to shooting from the knee. Let me just shoot it up top. Alright.
Alright, so I do want to give much thanks to Hot Shots Shooting Range in my local area that allowed me to use their shooting range today to do the test and the study on this ballistics gel. I did find out that I didn't make the consistency right enough for stopping anything larger than a 22. So it seems like we can only stop a 22 with the gel block at the consistency that I told you guys. So do a 2-to-1 ratio and you'll actually have a better stopping chance of something a little bit more than a 22. But I want to give a huge shout out to Adam over at Hot Shots for allowing me to use his shooting range today. Appreciate it, Adam. I can say is that we did stop a 22, several of them. But yeah, so the consistency that I did, that I showed you guys, don't do it. Do the consistency of 2-to-1. But I will say the 1-to-1 ratio will work for 22s, and it'll also work for BBs, but it will not work anything larger than a 22. But hey, that's why it's trial and error. But I did tell you guys it did stop a bullet and it stopped a 22, so you guys can quit crying now. All right, so I'm back home. I just left the range. So if you're gonna do this at home, I'd say to do it at a 2-to-1 ratio instead of a 1-to-1 ratio like I showed you guys in the video. At the ratio that I mixed it at, it'll stop a 22 and it'll stop BBs. But that's about it. It won't stop a 380, a 9mm, or a 45 because I tried. And that was at the 1-to-1 ratio. And like I said, I did say it will stop a bullet. The 22 is a bullet, so it did stop a bullet. Stopped quite a few of them. But it didn't stop anything bigger than a 22. So let's go ahead and clean the block and I'll show you guys what it stopped. All right, so this is the block after I got it back from the range. And so ballistics gel in general is just supposed to show you the wound channels that the bullets create, not necessarily always stopping them. So, but it did stop some. So there's a 22 there. There's another one there. There's quite a few in here, actually. Oh, it's slimy. And there we go. Let me hose it off a little bit. Let me put that on something different. All right, so there's a 22 down there. 22, 22. There's another one down over there, kind of hard to see. Now, some of these wound channels are actually from the 45 and the 9mm. Some of them came out the top, but it did stop 22. There's quite a few in there. But yeah, like I said, not necessarily it'll stop bullets, but it did stop quite a few 22s in here. Now, ballistics gel in general, like I said, isn't always supposed to stop a bullet. All right, well, let's try to extract some of these bullets that we got here. There's 122 there. See if we can get the one down there. There's two 22s that we stopped. There's another one down there, another one over here. Also tried to shoot it with some hollow points, but the hollow points didn't really do much. And just remember, ballistics gel, when it's being used by the FBI and everything, that they're actually shooting it through layers of clothing and other things like that when they're doing their tests to see what the bullet did, and that's how they get their results. So like I said, it's not necessarily supposed to stop a bullet, but when it does, you know, it shows the wound channel and everything like that. But like I said, if you're going to do the consistency that I showed you guys, I would do it at a 2-to-1. And it's homemade, so this is all trial and error, as you can tell. So if you want to stop something bigger than a 22, I would recommend doing a 2-to-1. And I'll end up doing another video on it. I'm going to make a thicker consistency, so hopefully we'll have a better outcome at stopping more bullets. And as you can tell, the block is very clear, which means that it's not super powdery, which means that there wasn't a whole lot in it to begin with. But hey, it did stop bullets, and I did tell you guys it'll stop a bullet, and a 22 is a bullet, so there you go. So I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, y'all stay safe.
Subscribe or don't